if the guy scores on you, he just punishes you, like run a suicide. Then right after suicide, right back into the defensive stance. I'm like, I'm just through it. In my mind, I'm like, memory check. When I get in shape, I'll mess you up. Like, I'll fuck you up. Like, I fell asleep in the hallway. Yeah. Like, I didn't even get to the locker room.
You're listening to Bored with Nelly.
What I didn't know, like the way their conditioning works, the way like the preseason stuff works. So like in NCAA, you can't practice in October as a team. You can only have at best like 4 players.
I didn't know that.
4 players on the court at the same time, only for like 45 minutes a day. Right?
That's the weird rule. Why is that?
So basically, what you do in October, I don't know, like claiming amateur basketball. Right?
Yeah.
But so the way they do it is like you can condition them though. So we do conditioning like 6 a.m. to like 7:30, 8.
Wow.
And it's just fucking, it just sprints. It's just fucking sprints. You don't know how hard it is, man.
I imagine.
We were all throwing up. Like, it wasn't just me. Yeah. Like, it was like everybody.
Guys that were
just
fully fit.
Yeah, like some like looked like freaking
shredded.
Avengers, man. Yeah. Like it was just like, and so you finished that. This was another like shocker for me. You finish that, then you go whatever, breakfast, classes, whatever, and then right after classes you go straight to the weight room. You do the weight room 2 hours. Right after the weight room you go play pickup basketball.
Wow.
Hour and a half, 2, whatever. Then you do study hall, mandatory, like 7 hours or 8 hours a week or something. You do study hall, and then after study hall, it's those like individual practices, like 45 minutes. Wow. And I'm thinking like individual.
What a day.
That's that every day. And I'm thinking like individual practice 45 minutes. I'm like, what can you 45 minutes? It's like, again, we didn't practice at all almost in junior college.
Yeah.
All we did was playing pickup in junior college.
Right.
Like that was another, like, I didn't progress at all. Like I didn't practice. There was nothing.
Junior college was a joke comparatively to Division I.
Absolutely. Like no practice. Like I was shocked on that. Like like I said, in junior college, all we did in practice was just play pickup.
That's crazy.
We were just super talented again. Like he gathered like the top talent from all around, and just we had a good chemistry and we killed it. But like as far as like practice basketball, from what I'm coming from in Serbia, how like methodical practices were, fundamentally sound and all that stuff, like 2 different worlds.
Yeah.
2 different worlds total. And so like again, still like. Oh, we're doing individual practices. Like, oh, great. We're going to do, some shots up and all this stuff. Man, we're coming 45 minutes. And I'm thinking in my head, like, 45 minutes, that's nothing. Like, I don't care that I'm out of shape. Like, but, like, by the time you do a little workout, a little stretch, and, some shots.
That's already half an hour gone.
Some shots, like some shots up, this and that. I'm like, all right, here goes 45 minutes, right? Free throws.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We didn't shoot at all.
You didn't see a basketball.
Oh, my God. Like, he starts off...
No.
He starts off like it's the worst 45 minutes. There's some like 2-on-2 drills where you like do some. You defensively you got to cover like 2-on-2 is a lot on like a half court, right?
Yeah.
But you got to cover like defensively here, there, and then like if the guy scores on you, he just punishes you, like run a suicide. Then right after suicide, right back into the defensive stance. I'm like, I passed out literally, right? And so what happened was. I put myself on a cruise control, man. Like I'm like, shut my brain off. Let's just survive this preseason. Like this is insane, man. Like and one day he was like grilling me so hard, like defensive slides, suicide. Meanwhile, he doesn't call any fouls. No offensive foul or defensive foul. Like you can do, So this guy goes like, and everybody's like trying to prove themselves.
Yeah.
This guy's like railing through me. Like, I mean, it's offensive foul after offensive foul, if you will, right? But it was like, I was like, toughen up, right? Toughen up. And I'm just like, I'm surviving, literally, right? I'm like, I don't even care that this guy's like throwing me down every time. And I'm just
through it.
In my mind, I'm like, memory check. When I get in shape, I'll mess you up. Like, I'll fuck you up. Like, Just wait.
This.
Oh yeah, and I did it.
Yeah.
And I did it. Like I remember these things, man. I don't forget it. But like, like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, just run me over right now. Like, hey, do you?
Major, I beat you once in 1-on-1, and I never beat you again. That's all I can say. You remember things.
I'm like, you do you. Like, run through me, man. Like, anyways, like, I somehow, I'm like, as soon as I passed out in the hallway. Like, passed out. Like, I laid down and, like, I fell asleep in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even get to the locker room.
Wow.
Somehow, I dragged my ass to the dorm. And here comes assistant coach, man.
Oh,
and I'm like, I'm sleeping. Like, it's 7:30. Like, we finished. We were one of the first groups to do this stuff. And I'm like, I'm showered. And I'm like, I'm in the bed. Like, because, like, I got to get up at 5 to go. Because, like, at 6 o'clock when we start conditioning, you don't do warm-up stretching. At 6 o'clock, we're on the line. He comes from his office and, like, blows a whistle and we're out. And so I'm like, I'm just going to sleep. I'm like, I'm surviving this October, right? Like, I got to get through October till we start, like, actual doing team practices. And assistant coach comes in, like, knocks on my door, like, hey, can you come out? Like, here. I'm like, I'm coming out, like, eyes, like, right here, zombie. Like, listen, we love you. Like, coach loves you. Like, I'm like, where's this going? Like, I'm like, I don't need any love right now. Like, I need sleep. And he goes, like, he gives me the whole speech. Like, I think they were worried that I'm going to quit. Right?
Oh. Yeah.
In my mind, again, that was another shocker to me. Like, I didn't know it's so common to quit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, like, when I came to the States, I'm like, I'll be embarrassed if I get home.
Yeah.
Without playing Division 1 and doing well at it. I'm like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I don't
understand quitting.
I never occurred about anything in my life about quitting.
Yeah.
Like, the hardest thing for me was, like, from that 4 years later after that, when I actually quit playing basketball and, like, moving to Canada.
Yes.
Like, that was the hardest thing I've done in my life. Like,
letting it go.
Like, yeah, exactly. Admitting myself, like, you have to, like, do something different, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I guess we'll get to that point. But so, like, the guys are quitting. So he was afraid that I was gonna quit, right? I'm like, I'm just, like, concerned, like, I
might die before.
Yeah. And, like, he's like talking. I'm like, I don't know where you're going with this, man. Like, he's like talking.
Just say it, bro. Yeah.
Talking. It's like, and I one time I'm like, Coach, I'm not sure, like, where are you going with this? Well, like, we don't want you to feel like you're gonna quit. I'm like, oh, coach. Hey, never crossed my mind. I'm, like, really exhausted though. I'm like, I never quit anything in my life, man. I'm like, I'm not sure. I thought you were kicking me out.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta go home now.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I don't want you to quit. Oh, I'm not quitting. Yeah. Man. Don't worry. I'm
go to sleep.
I go to sleep. And it's like, oh, great talk, man. And then sure enough, tomorrow morning,
let's get back to it.
Fat ass.